With medical marijuana now legal in Ohio, law enforcement has a new problem. They need to figure out how to determine if somebody's been driving under the influence.
But there still isn't a quick way to know for sure if someone has consumed marijuana. Kevin Barry explains how one Akron company is trying to change that in this News 5 original.
Long before Ohio's medical marijuana program allowed thousands of residents to buy more than $12 million of medical marijuana products, Kathy Stitzline and her kids saw a business opportunity.
They both just like, oh, you need to make a product like the breathalyzer for alcohol because it's going to be needed.
Right now, there isn't a fast way to tell for sure if someone has marijuana in their system. The only way to tell at all is a blood test, but officers need to take someone they think is driving under the influence back to the station to do that, which can take about an hour and a half.
Even in Colorado, where they've been doing it for a little while, they have a very difficult time getting a conviction because part of the problem is that the marijuana levels, the THC levels will drop off fairly rapidly after a certain point.
And the results take time to come in. Kathy's system is much faster. A saliva sample would go into this device, and in about 15 minutes, a police officer or a doctor or a medical marijuana patient could know how much THC is in their system. Right now, that test takes weeks.
A lot of the feedback we get is that, yes, it's needed.
Kathy's son, Justin Stitzline, has already started pitching the product to law enforcement all around the country. At least one county sheriff in Ohio is enthusiastic about it, and Justin says so are departments in states that border places like Colorado.
They didn't really have a choice that Colorado legalized marijuana, and they've got people pouring over the Wyoming border with, marijuana or high.
But helping law enforcement figure out if someone has marijuana in their system is just one of the potential uses. Kathy also sees medical marijuana patients or doctors eventually using her device to better understand the impact various products or amounts of marijuana can have.
So when you're doing impairment testing and you're trying to compare what your level is to what your reaction time is, they can do that real time.
So far, the device only tests saliva and detects one of the marijuana compounds, THC. But Kathy says it will eventually be able to test blood and detect other compounds, making it able to adapt for whatever it might be needed to test. In Akron, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.